Hey everybody, it's me, V the CPS Scholar, and I am back with another episode of Ready to Love Miami, which is season 2, episode 7. So either way, I hope that this video finds you blessed, happy, all that good stuff. I've been really enjoying the show. Hopefully you've been enjoying the show. Y'all, this dating show, well, first of all, I'm going to explain why I love dating shows, because everybody's like, why does this woman like dating shows so much? 3 reasons. First reason, I love the dates. I love the new locations. I like the date ideas. I like the atmosphere. I am a romantic girl, so it brings me a lot. 2, I really like how they simulate how dating is out in these actual streets, and I want to hear how people are thinking, how they move. It's like I'm watching a anthropology study on how where society is interacting with each other. At 3, just the mess, the drama. Well, this one on this show as well, I love seeing beautiful melanated Black people going on dates, interacting, and they're in my age group. So it's something to watch. I get to see and be like, I wonder how these people navigate the dating waters. It's good research, right? So it's a CPS Scholar, so I'm definitely learning something from this. And today I learned that Miami got some real ass struggle ass wigs. Um, or apparently nobody could get to the beauty store before they went on this show. So just in case you don't know, before I do all that, let me hit y'all with the intro. We gotta act like we got manners and we came here for a reason. But you guys know why I do this channel. Just have fun with you guys. And I love the fact that you guys support me, and I appreciate all the support. So let me go ahead and hit you with the intro, and we'll get into this show. Ready to Love season 7, episode 2. Lord have mercy, there's so many seasons. Here we go. All right, like the intro says, we're here for reactions, reviews, and grown-up conversations. And we're already on season 7 of Ready to Love, y'all. Man, time has flown. One of my favorite. I love the first seasons because it seemed more real. But I love the season on the resort because they couldn't run away from each other, so they could record the drama. People sneak into people's rooms, all types of good stuff, all types of shenanigans. I have a treat coming for you guys. If it doesn't drop this week, it'll drop next week. I got somebody to come have a grown up conversation with me, and it's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited, and you'll see when it drops. Because guess what? I need you guys to like the video, subscribe, comment. It's free 99. Help your girl on the algorithm. And so I want to put the schedule of when the live is going to drop, but I heard that the algorithm is messing with you if you schedule your videos ahead of time. So I may just drop the live and you get to see what we're talking about. And it is a very grown-up conversation. I have some reactions coming. I really got my energy boosted up to come on here. You guys give me energy. So just in case this is your first time on my channel, this for Ready to Love, I do not do full recaps. I do rants. Why? Because I want to enjoy the show just like you guys. So I hit the highlights. I take time to get pictures so I can remember sort of what happened. But hey, if I forget something, let me know. If I get something wrong, let me know in the comments. I don't get mad. I'm just happy you're interacting. So let's get into season 7, episode 2, Ready to Love Miami. Everything is all super and bright and colorful about Miami. I love how they're doing the atmosphere. So either way, they started off at a brunch at Bar One. So your girl, Lee the CPS Scholar, I've been to Bar One, which is Peter Thomas's restaurant. I loved it. I had some banging oxtails with some gravy. I forgot if it was on mashed potato. I don't remember. Anyways, it was good. But the highlight was the strawberry lemonade with Hennessy. And I don't even drink dark. But it was so good. Got you extra lit. And that was a very, very popular drink there. And I'm not going to lie. I went there to go visit, with my folks, my peoples, my fam. And man, I said, dang, does every woman in Miami got a leopard cat suit? What the hell is going on here? But I think it was a theme. But I saw so many damn camel toes and Hawaiian rolls. I didn't know what to do with myself. But it was a lovely time. I loved it. The chef came out to speak to us because we were raving about his food, and he was Haitian. He was a blanc. If you're Haitian, you know what that is. But it was really, really good. It was good food. But anyways, they were at bar one. Everybody came up looking fine, looking good. It was brunch, and there's a huge brunch culture down south, just in case you didn't know. I think it's a brunch culture everywhere, especially as an older person. Where can you go get drunk, dance, listen to music, and be able to get home by 6 and get in your bed and get some good sleep to get ready to go to work? Brunch. So I'm all for brunch. Tommy came out and he let us know that Miss Looney had the vid, so she wasn't gonna be here this week. Miss Brandy, cutie face, had the vid and she wasn't showing up. And then LJ had to let us know that he be talking to her. He's like, oh, why she ain't saying nothing? I'm gonna have to text her later. LJ, we see you, Mr. VI, Mr. Singing like Michael Jackson, but don't sound good. But you in tech, so we're gonna give you a pass. So you and Looney been talking on the side. If you watch this show, majority of the relationships happen off camera. Then there's some big scandal, and then they do all the lives to explain how the whole show, it wasn't what it seemed. The connections that we thought were happening weren't really happening, and the ones we didn't see off the scene were real. Lord have mercy. Anyways, remember Dominica, aka Zadia Jr., and Sharice. That face is strong, y'all. I can't unsee Skeletor. I can't see it. And then the lips, Lord, I can't unsee it. But anyways, they were in the bottom, so they were gonna try to prove they love by getting there and talking to the man. So Sharice proceeded to work that room. She made around. She went to what the heck that man name is? Samson, aka fake DJ Khaled. Mike, we know you say you do appliances, but we seen you stripping on the YouTube. And she was talking to all these dudes, and of course, oh my God, what's Black Santa Claus's name? Oh Lord. Anyways, he's caught up in a scandal. Alonzo, he's caught up in a scandal. See, I'm sick of these shows. The shows how they mimic real life. Lonzo on these people's show, allegedly, I don't know these people in real life. He was on this show. Turns out he had a girlfriend the entire time. I'm not shocked. It happens to all of us. On this show, and he had a girlfriend the entire time. He told her he was going on a real estate show. She was helping pick it out, outfits and all types of stuff. Y'all, and it turns out he was on this dating show trying to holler at people. Yep. Sounds like South Florida to me. Just saying. But either way, she's working around, befriending everybody. And something about Sharice is just strong. She talked bad about Dominica, but something about her is just strong. So while we're talking about Dominica or whatever, I want to try to remember some of the stuff that happens. It may be out of order. But Dominica asked why she ended up in the bottom two. And Sharice commenced to telling her to her face that she was loud and she makes her eardrums want to burst and she need to turn that volume down. Let me tell you, if it was me, Sharice would have to see me because Sharice thinks she's better than everybody. And even if you thought that lady was loud, you could have pulled her to the side. You ain't have to call her out in front of the dude, Mike. And Mike even said you have two strong personalities, but he was embarrassed. He felt uncomfortable that Sharice called that lady out in front of him. So ladies, take note. You think dogging the other girl to the dude helps out? Half the time, the girl that they're dogging with you, they already smashing the girl. They smashing the girl already. That's why they know so much about the girl. And if you hear somebody talking about a girl, they probably talking about you. Just saying. Then they showed, I'm just remembering some of the highlights. Sharice had a whole moment with Kayla where she was talking about how she don't need a man and how she not going to treat men like the prize. And it was like the angry Black woman. She's doing all this at the same time. She's doing Giselle. She's doing Ashley. She's doing angry Black woman. She's like, I don't need a man. And she's doing rich, powerful B at the same time. She's all over the place, and I have no idea why her strong face self is even on this show. It gotta be for ratings. It gotta be for ratings. Then they had Kayla, she's giving a little bit of pick me vibe. She's like saying she's a helpmate and she's gonna do this and do that. And it was giving major pick me. Then they had Justice. Justice is a player, y'all. I was rooting for him. We was all rooting for you, Justice. We was rooting for you. He sit up there talking to April, talking about, she asked when he wants to get married, and he was like, the moon, the stars, the quasars, they all have to line up. And guess what? I still might not marry you. It was like, bruh. He had several hits that were like that, where he sat up there and got mad with Kayla because he says he doesn't take people out on dates because why do I need to spend money to get to know you? But then he said he won't date you until he gets to know you. But how he getting to know you? It was all Justice there on for TV, point blank and to the period. And I see what they talking about him being a little bit sus, allegedly. I don't know this man in real life. And then he got mad with Kayla because Kayla was like, as soon as she heard all those shenanigans, she was like, I'm out. And then there was a discussion about whether Mike wanted kids or not. He got 3 kids. He was telling Kayla that she was 30, so she was too young. She was pulling a Swayze and saying she was grown. But it was a big old controversy on whether Mike wanted kids. So these people were all over the place. Now let's get back to the pictures. There was Plategate, but either way, Sharice was working the room and going and pulling men from anybody that was sitting with them. And this Sharice, what was it? Shakira said she ain't got time to be fighting over no dude. The chicks are aggressive here. And every time some chick came and was aggressive and came and sat with a dude that she liked, she got up and leave so the man could see. Watch him watch me walk away. Okay, Loretta Devine from Waiting to Exhale. I see you, Shakira. It was hilarious. Then Gate. I told you it's gonna be a quick video. There was Plategate. Well, Sharice angry black woman ass walked over there, and basically went off on these ladies for fixing Randall a plate. So I'm from the South. I have no issue with fixing a plate. People have fixed plates for me. I have fixed plates for them. If I cook and I'm, you there and you're my guest, I'm fixing you a plate. But Sharice literally got angry, called him King Randall, start basically calling the chick saying, basically playing like they were desperate and everything. Like she made it a whole big scene. Yes, this was a scene filler, but it got on my whole nerves. Right. So let's get on some of the dates. Like I said, I'm skipping all the place. I'm riding. We had Shakira and Samson. And Samson act like he is advertising. He's advertising his life coaching sessions to this girl, and she's being smitten. She's like, "Oh, you make me melt." He's like chocolate. She's like, "Yeah, like dark chocolate, because that's better for you or whatever." And he said, "How come our conversations flow?" She's like, "Because basically, like we meant for each other." I'm like, "Fool, he's selling you sessions, y'all. He's selling you sessions." She's a single mom. She keeps talking about her kid. She's saying if the kid doesn't like the guy she's dating, it's gonna be a problem. They literally talked about the kid the entire time. This reminds me of an episode of A Different World where Ron was dating Teresa Randall. If you don't know who she is, Girl 6, Spawn. She's been in so much stuff. Anyway, Sugar Hill. And she had a kid, and he fell more in love with the kid than he did with her. This is what this was reminding me of. So you can get a mixed bag of this. You love a guy that loves your kid, but if there's a guy that's too obsessed with your kid, it could get weird, and he may be shoplifting the pootie. Shout out to Jerry Maguire. But either way, she's getting smitten by that. I thought she was going to be falling for LJ, but apparently somebody else got LJ on the mind. We're going to find out later. Then we had Swayze go out with Jamila, Jay. It was real cute. They talked more about how that he's a flirt. They talked about his previous relationships, and apparently Swayze's serial monogamous. He goes from relationship to relationship. He never takes a break, and is never single by himself. And she pointed that out. So we're learning so much about Swayze. Jamal was pretty much sitting there being cute. She ain't bring much to the situation. But Swayze said he was trying to make sure that it wasn't just about lust with her and that she had a brain going on. So that's nice. That's sweet. Moving right along. So they went on their dates and we found out who was in the bottom two. It was once again Charisse and Dominica. And I'm like, why? You could have eliminated them yesterday, so you just wanted to invite them to brunch. Is it something to do with the schedule of how y'all eliminate people? Literally, I'd have been big mad. I guess you get another appearance fee. I'm sure they get an appearance fee for being on here. But Skeletor and Zadia's cousin was on here and they were in the bottom, right? And Sharice is like, I know I ain't going home. I worked this room. And guess what? She was right. Dominica got sent home and her and all that junk she got in the trunk strolled off into the sunset. She said she loud, she's bright, but she gonna find somebody for her. And she went off into the sunset. Bye, Dominica. Then they decided to have Taco Tuesday at Sharice's house, but it looked like a clubhouse. And Devin showed up looking real nice, empty-handed. And Charisse noticed that, but guess what? When he walked in, all she started reminiscing on was when Devin had sucked her toes at the pool. I got a nice little picture of it right there. So for those of you who haven't experienced somebody that sucked toes, 5 stars. I highly recommend. If you don't know what it does, find out for yourself. But anyways, I'm telling a little too much about myself. But either way, she was reminiscing about him sucking toes and that she wanted to get to know him better. That was the only man that liked you. I feel like they had a beige pact to keep them both on the show because they both have horrendous personalities that nobody wants to date. So they made a pact to stay on the show, but she tried to make it deep and say it's because he sucked them toes. Anyways, he asked, I think just because he felt obligated to, if she needed any help. And this man couldn't do anything. He was like, oh, I could just be an assistant. I can't do anything. And then Charisse realized not only did he not show up with a gift, but that he is no help at all. She made a realization that his mom probably helps him with most of the stuff that he does. So then, let me go back. I just remember about Charisse and Devin some more. So then he goes and uses the bathroom and she asked him if he put the toilet seat down and she asked him if he did number 1 and number 2. He said he doesn't poop in public. And she told him go check the toilet seat. He said he would check it later. Like Devin is super awkward and weird as heck. And he started talking about how he takes baby wipes with him just in case. And what? I mean, I'm like, what is we talking about? Is this what happened when people don't have real conversations? Like they don't have no conversational skills? Y'all, I was traumatized. I told you guys Devin was on another show, Married by Mom and Dad. That's why Devin forget he got a kid. He just want to be on TV. I believe he swing for the other team allegedly, and there was something he said at the end that made me believe that's what it was, which is perfectly fine. I'm LGBTQ friendly, but I just need people to live in their truth and stop taking their ass on dating shows with black women, knowing they don't like black women or a mix. They don't want none of that. So why are you here? I'm looking at you. I'm side-eyeing you. Okay. Anyways, so Devin was a mess, and then he has like a sweating thing, and he told them to not help him out. He was sweating, and to edit the fact that he profusely sweats when he gets nervous. He's just socially awkward. Okay, so then we had Kadeen, who is hilarious, but she rough. I think they're gonna vote her off because she's too straightforward. Her mouth is nasty. That's the one who went off on Devin before. And she asked what happened in his last relationship. He said, it was me. She said, well, what did you do to fix that? And he said, he just busted out with, and you see the look on his face, he busted out with anything. He was like, meditate. He said, all I'm going to give you is meditate. And that girl was bold enough to say, kiss my ass on these people's show. I said, oh, she don't like him. They don't like each other. It's really weird. Anyways, he said he meditated to fix what he did in his last relationship, and you could totally tell he was lying. It was not genuine at all. Then we had Randall sitting with Brandy, and Brandy said she want her walls sprayed up. She need children. The club need to be shot up. She needs kids. She's getting old, and that clock is ticking. And she's like, Randall, you don't have any kids. Do you want to have any kids? Yeah, sure. Okay. She clinging to anybody that want to have some kids. So she is not playing with y'all. So that's what I remember from those scenes. So then we had Justice come in. He actually had a gift. He came in, he said he thought it was going to be a one-on-one with Cherie. So he was going to try to put his justice moves. Remember, he said, I'm honey and they're bees. I've never heard a man say that in life. I'm going to leave it alone. Leave it alone. And it's a controversy because I believe when Justice left, he left with the bag. Have you ever had a friend that brought something to the party and left with it? Most of the time, if you bring something, you leave it with the people there unless they specifically said, nah, take, we had so much. Everybody take something and go, right? But I had a friend that would walk around with a bottle of wine in her bag and drink it through the party. Act like she brought it for them, drink it, and then leave with it. What do y'all feel about that? Let me know in the comments. And then we had LJ fixing Trinika and her boobs, a rum and coke. And she said she showed up with Randall, so obviously they're a thing, but she might leave with LJ because he was making the moves on her. So LJ is working the room. And then now I'm remembering off the top of my head, Mike, Brandy's super in love with Mike, Big Mike. And he made it a point to say, I don't want the girls to think that I'm locked down. So we going to do this season again? You going to tell the girl you're all in, but you actually keeping your options open only to turn around and pick that same girl and make everybody else look crazy and thirsty and stalkerish? Y'all, I can't with this show. All right. Then they all went bowling. I feel like they all went bowling. They went, I think it was Jay, Shakira, and it was Kayla, who looked like Issa Rae to me. It was Swayze, Mike, and Alonzo. And Kayla and Swayze got into a deep conversation. They were talking about how their relationships didn't work before. Turns out, even though Swayze is 30, he was engaged to a 38-year-old woman. They bought a house together and they broke up because he got cheated on. So that was shocking. And then Kayla got engaged twice. Anyway, that's shocking because Swayze comes off as a player. I mean, he got the tattoo of the lips on his neck. It read like this. But Kayla said she was engaged twice. The first guy sold her a dream and it turned out not to be that way. And then the second one, she just couldn't do. I forgot what the reason, she just couldn't do it. So they both have gone all the way to the finish line and did not cross. So that being said, the women actually got a lounge this time. They listened to us, but I wanted to highlight the struggle wigs of this episode. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, I have a main Instagram for this, which is the Sepia Scholar, and then I have my personal Instagram. I had a whole Amazon try-on Party City wig, and this is what this is giving me. You don't see parts. It's all over the place. It's shaggy. Y'all couldn't find anybody ladies' wigs? I guess they called people last minute, but these wigs were super struggle. But anyways, the ladies talked about who they liked, and everybody had one that they liked. I was surprised that Kadeen liked Swayze. He even called her out earlier saying that they look good together. She looks like a Swayze. The swag is on everything. Shakira, of course, is in love with Samson. April ain't feeling. I think April need to go, y'all. April need to go. Those are the two main ones I remember. But each of them had a guy, but I don't think anybody was feeling Justice. If I remember correctly. So it's all over the place. And who liked Randall? I want to say Trinika liked Randall, but like I said, each person Trinika liked LJ, Shakira liked Samson, but everybody has somebody they like. And then there was a big scandal about whether or not Mike wants kids, because two of the women there, Brandy and Trinika want kids. He told some people they want kids, some people he didn't, or he insinuated. So Tommy said, y'all need to ask him directly. And then they were saying dudes that they didn't feel. Everybody thought Devin was weird and strange. April said she didn't connect with Mike at all. And then we had yes, a couple people said they didn't connect with Mike. And I was surprised that Justice slid by. It was really crazy. So they ended up who ended up in the bottom two? Devin and Mike. And Devin should have known he was gonna go when they put him with KD anyway. Because KD been cussing him out the entire time. So he should have known his ass was gonna go. But he sat up there and KD came at him like she was giving him a bad performance review. She's like, how many women's numbers have you gotten? How many people have you interacted with? Earlier, Devin said he's not romantic. He doesn't like being around people. He's self-conscious about his sweating. He doesn't know how to talk. Like, what the hell you came on this show for? I guess you wanted to come out of your introvert shell? Ma comprendre. Sorry, that's Creole. I don't understand. It was weird. And then Mike, they sent him Brandy, so he should have known that's his boo. It was very highly unlikely they were gonna have his boo eliminate him, but he said he was shaking in his boots. But they were saying that he need to open up more. People need to understand about his kids, all that other stuff. And who did they eliminate? Of course, they sent Devin Strange. Don't date black women. Social anxiety. I'm not judging him because of that, because I get anxious too. Behind home, and then that was beyond the deadbeat of the last episode. So they sent them home. But I was looking at the previews and it looked like they're gonna confront Kadeen about her roughness, how she talks to people. You can be too straightforward, and I'm looking forward. This season is actually good. It's actually good. A lot of stuff is happening. I can get into it. That's why I actually do a full video for Ready to Love. Married at First Sight. If you're a fan of one of those, if you noticed, I've been doing shorts. So, like I said, the show is long as heck. So I hit you with the highlights because it's 2 hours long. But if it keeps getting better and better, and it has, because I got to drop the shorts by tomorrow. If it keeps getting better and better, I will start doing full videos. Like I said, I have a grown-up conversation coming up. I'm excited about it. And I have a couple of reactions. So stay tuned. Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for your support. You know who you are. People who supported me in the beginning. Love you still. There's somebody that helps me all the time. I always shout him out. And that is Jay from In Perspective TV. He has been one of the most vital people to my channel. And of course, the Black Super Friends who gave me my start. Funny thing, dating and having a channel has been interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. It definitely helps people check out my personality, and I kind of like that they go check out my channel and let me know what they think about it. So it is what it is, right? Before we drop off, do me a huge favor. Like I said, we got to hit you with the reminder. Do me a favor. It's free 99. Like, if you really enjoy the content, subscribe. If you want to tell me about myself, don't be too mean. Leave a comment. Just tell me what you thought about the show. Who do you think is going to make it to the end? I thank you so much. You guys give me the energy and the feedback that I get. Give me the energy to keep making these videos and keep working on my channel. And I thank you so much to my loyal subscribers. And with that being said, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the CPS Scholar is what? Out.